Chapter 5: Collecting and Using Information. There are many ways to collect information. You can conduct interviews, hand out surveys, make observations. Computers can be used to make all these methods more efficient, which takes less time or effort. A survey can also be a type of sensor that takes human input. Computers can collect and analyze data faster and more accurately than humans. Interviews gather information through asking questions. They are a great way to gather detailed information from people. When interviewing, we can ask follow-up questions to get more information and to more clearly understand the interviewee. Who is the person being interviewed? Interviews work great if you only need to collect data from a small group of people. A downside to interviews is that data from responses is not easily computable. This means that we can use a math formula or computer algorithm to find a pattern in the data. For example, we can't find the average of a page of written answers, but we can find the average of a group of numbers. Surveys. A survey is a list of questions. Surveys can be completed and sent digitally through email, websites, or other types of programs. They can also be completed on paper. The responses to a survey can give us general information about a large group of people. Computers use the information provided in surveys to efficiently compare large amounts of data. Surveys are great because we can send them out and people can complete them on their own. Surveys are used because they save time. A downside to surveys is that people may not take the survey seriously or they may not complete it at all. Another downside is that it's more difficult to gather very detailed information because follow-up questions can be personalized. Different types of survey questions provide different types of data. Open-ended questions allow for more detailed responses, but like interview responses, the data is more difficult for a computer to analyze. Multiple choice questions are great for finding trends and patterns. Election ballots use multiple choice questions, where voters select one candidate for each position. This makes it easy for a computer to analyze. The candidate with the most votes wins. The downside to multiple choice questions is that the options are limited to the choices given, which means we won't get detailed responses like with open-ended questions. Linear scale questions allow users to rank their answer. For example, ice cream taste testers rate how much they like a new flavor on a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 means they don't like it and 5 means they love it. Computers use multiple choice questions and linear scale questions to more efficiently compare data. Computers can also use the data provided to calculate and identify trends. Observations require looking at an event and making a record of it. Data is collected at sports games through observation. Points, fouls, penalties, and times and distances are recorded to understand much more than just who won. Computers can make comparisons and predictions based on observations. Using data, the first computing machines were made to calculate census, which is an official count or survey that collects information about a population, for example, where they live, their age, and number of people in the household information. The population in the United States was getting so big that the government needed a way to add up all the survey data. The Hollerith tabulating machine was used to calculate the survey results, which provided useful information to the government. Computers have always been used to help make sense of large amounts of data. 1890, Hollerith tabulating machine, a major step toward modern-day computers. This machine read and summarize information stored on punch cards. Charts and graphs. Charts and graphs are ways to visualize data. Computer applications use different types of charts to represent different types of information clearly. Charts and graphs are tools that data scientists can use to visualize information in order to analyze it, draw conclusions, and communicate the information. Line graphs are used to show how something changes over time. For example, a company could use a line graph to show the growth in sales of their ebooks. Bar graphs are used to compare different values in a category. For example, they can be used to compare the number of points scored by each player on a volleyball team. Pie charts are used to show the percentage of parts of a whole. For example, they can be used to show the popularity of different donuts sold in a bakery.